I don't like this grindy action. Goes. Okay, now is this do we look continuation? Five points above the high does not continuation make. Still very susceptible to rejections here. But it's grindy. So I think that favors the long so far. Yoda, I am. Now it's going. Buyers are convinced. I'll flip over to my funded next and look long in this account. So, you know, price discovery here. Now we need to wait for a pullback. You don't want to buy up here.
Forecast is for a draw of 0.05 million, provided with a draw of 0.607 million. Gasoline inventories expecting a draw of 0.08 million, provided with a draw of 1.081 million. Distillate inventories forecast is for a draw of 1.65 million, provided with a draw of 1.685 million. Crude Cushing inventories covers a build of 0.177 million. So looking at the API crude oil stock change data from last night, came in at a draw of 3.674 million, and prior draw of 3.82 million.
Up it goes. Gonna try and close this gap. Government shutdown rally. Delta is very strong. Well, that would have been a nice trade if we traded breakouts, but you know. Let's see if you get a pullback. We're going up to weekly upper band right here. Let's see if we form a balance area on the higher time frame, or we get some breakout continuation long. Where was Monthly upper band's down here. So we'll see. So we're tapping, you know, weekly upper band here. You could see a bit of a fade. ES barely made highs there. This isn't the prettiest price discovery continuation setup either.
Combined with the range next trigger move.
Everything's still relatively flat and balanced looking.
The lowest for draw 2.494 million.
Not my ideal trading conditions, but
According to Paul here, euro forecast trade in $1.20 in 6 months and $1.21 in a year versus $1.19 and $1.20 respectively in September. Also, US dollars, according to Paul, US dollar positions hold steady or see net shorts increase by the end of October, according to 41 economists. Finally, going to get an EI crude oil inventories forecasts will draw 0.05 million, high with a draw 0.607 million. Gasoline inventories will draw 0.08 million, high with a draw 1.081 million. Distillate inventories will for a draw for 1.6.
yeah, what's at 842?
1.685 million. Crude Cushing inventories high with a build of 0.177 million.
I mean, that's kind of the value area high area.
Johnson says House will be returning next week.
That was a touch. Weekly upper band right there. Just very strong, guys. It is what it is. It goes straight up. Good, Devin. Yeah, the 5-minute chart can slow a lot of people down.
Johnson says nothing we can do to make stop that feel better for the Democrats.
Grindy.
One minute for now. We need for the EI crude oil inventories.
And Q's about to go green to red and close that gap. We're about there. What is it at? 98. So close.
Ten seconds.
Got crude inventories coming out. Okay, what else we got? Let's take a look at gold. See if that's doing anything. We got an IB high.
Spot 792 million. One spot 729 million. Build. One spot 7
92 and 3/4.
million compared to the expected draw. 0.05 million. Gasoline inventories a build of 4.125 million. The build of 4.125 million. Compared to the expected draw of 0.08 million. Distillate inventories a build of 0.578 million.
Well, I mean, we're pretty close to the gap fill as well. And we're just hanging out at weekly upper band. So could be an interesting spot for a bit of a pullback.
Did see a little bit of downside movement off back of that bigger than expected build.
There it was.
For his data.
Was it right there? 93. $10.
We have closed out the weekly crude oil inventory report on the feed free to work. Feel free to read through.
Well, that was a nice Madonna. 20 points, almost 2015 so far. $20. 80 ticks short on the Madonna trade. Logger, anytime you see any type of price action violate the IB, it's right there. It might have been by a couple of ticks, but it was a break and rejection. How much do I need to zoom in? It's right there. Hey guys, you either trust the setups and the probabilities or you don't, you know. That's half the key to trading, is trusting your setups. There's no room for discrepancy on it. It either breaks the IB or it doesn't, and it broke the IB. It's not like it's got to break it by 5 ticks or 5 points. It breaks it, or touches it even. That's not what always happens, Logger. I mean, we're at the IB when IB closes, get ready for it because it's gonna be coming. Obviously, you know, when we get set an IB, we're not always by the level, but we were. Since it's a high and low, we could be in the middle of the initial balance when the initial balance sets. But if we're actually at the level when it's setting, get ready. Now the delta is still kind of hanging out here. Looks like we might get another test here. There we go. There's the actual break and hold so far.
Extend losses down 0.6% off that of the EIA storage report.
And up we go. And that's the gap fill right there. We're about to go green right here. Gap has been filled. I'll try and take this so grindy. It's just been bid prop the entire way. Someone wants it to go up.
Nasdaq 100 turns positive after a racing opening decline.
So when the market closes at one price, Jake, and it opens at another, it creates a gap. Right? If you take away the extended trading hours, go to regular trading hours.
According to the insider, Google cuts employees in.
All right, there's this gap, but there's the this is one gap, and then we have the gap from the 4 o'clock close. We close at 4 o'clock. The New York Stock Exchange and the American Stock Exchanges close at 4 o'clock. Right? So where we opened versus where we closed is a gap.
Stop 600 near left of time. It's advanced at more than 1%.
So I grabbed a little short here at 903. This is also the previous session high for a little scalp. Took one off. Stop at break even. Still holding short from 905. About 10 points in the profit here. Looking for 85. This looks like it could be a bit of a back test here. So let's see if I can squeeze a little more out of it. This is weekly upper band. So I closed it here, 10 points. First real sellers on the delta here since that opening candles at 945. Does it get bought up? Probably try and take another stab at a short here. First real sellers on the delta here. Nice, short's working out again nicely. And then maybe flip long at 65, we'll see. Nice. I got to cover at 76.25. Well above this LVN and no, closed it. Be right back, guys. I'm gonna get a drink. I'm using the Trade of 8 Cubit of Delta. It's my favorite. I have a whole video on it on my YouTube. Pira. Who wants to do an account giveaway, guys? Got a whole bunch of fresh new accounts to give away now that it's October. Why wait, right? Why wait? I'll be right back and get a drink. We'll do it at a little after 11, okay? A little after 11 o'clock, we'll do a giveaway. That's the attitude. Yeah, that's right, Ed. Thanks for chiming in on that. Yeah, we can, I'm a scalper, but there's plenty of traders who do this a little more longer term. I think the longer term trades are at the higher time frame VWAPs. Hold on, I have a phone call.
US Supreme Court to hear arguments over Trump's bid to remove Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook. Supreme Court refused to let Trump immediately oust the Fed's Cook. US Supreme Court to hear arguments in January, we could find the case.
Oh shit. Look at gold. Gold just did a dumperoo. What a wick, too. Delta pushing down. Gold reclaims initial balance. Which is a, yeah, I mean, which is a 90 tick wick. Buyers being sold into now. See if we can get some momentum. Point of control on NQ. Long at 92 3/4. 10 points about here. Reclaim IB. Buyers coming through on the delta. Let's see if we can break these highs. Or whether sellers take back control here. Yeah, out at break even on the final contract there. Okay. Now we're just going sideways, at least temporarily.
Pre-4 leaves spectrum could you place one out, deferring acting or just department first to remove needed.
So tomorrow we got group coaching, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Inner Circle is getting ready to launch this weekend on Sunday. That group is really excited. They have an excellent bunch.
The date given or the timeline the Supreme Court says oral argument on Trump's bid to remove its cook for January.
Isn't there a Top Step promo code? What is it, -25 or something like that? I'm going to shut this one down. Switch over.
Shortly expecting the US Health Democrats press conference at 11 p.m. Eastern Time.
All right,
Excuse me, 11 a.m.
let's do one of these. Not showing up. Yeah, boring. No volatility. I mean, gold's got some volatility, guys. We should be trading gold. Look at this. Look at that reclaim. All the way back up to VWAP. Somebody just dumped probably, you know, hundreds of contracts on someone's head. That's always a good time. When you're in a position, somebody drops hundreds of contracts on you. Hey, what do you think? Is it still long in gold? That reclaim into this balance area? Sure seems like it, doesn't it? Let's go for it. Yeah, look at that. Boom. And Q still putzing around here. And Q, new highs.
Shares of some US job makers extend gains from previous session. Eli Lilly up 5%, Pfizer up 4.5%.
was nice. All right, Bruce. So Roadrunner, we're updating the toolkit volume profile to make it a little more robust and have some more adaptation to the color schemes and all that. So I'm just using the session volume profile layered overwards. Uh-oh, is gold going back down? Jam. A lot of it has to do with the size you're trading, Jam. It's really hard to get to 4 digits if you're trading, just a couple of micros. I'm telling you that right now. In order to hit those triple digit P&L days, generally you have to trade minis. Consistently, anyway. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, so just making sure your P&L goals are in line with how much size you're trading. Thanks, Frank. That's some consistency right there. Great job. Excellent. Only one red day. Yep. 5 micros. He's talking about 4 digit, thousands of dollars in profit. Four digits come with size, and it generally comes with more size as well. So there's only so much range you're going to get on certain days. So unless you're nailing the entire range with your micros, it's going to be really hard to do every day. So it becomes about grabbing a piece of the range with larger size or repeating it multiple times. Yep, that too. All right, so who wants to do a giveaway? Anybody? Frank does. Anybody else? Dr. Jive. Dr. Jive. Dr. Jive wants to do a giveaway. I'm going to lock myself out of this account. We'll do a giveaway. We'll watch the market for a little bit, but we're just kind of grinding higher. Every little micro pullback is bought, right? Okay. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting the like button on YouTube, that helps get some more engagement and exposure, and that's how I get these things to give away. So if you wouldn't mind just hitting that like button. Going on over to the YouTube, hit this. I refuse to say smash the like button. I think that's so cheesy. Smash that like button. Everybody says it. Smash the like button. No, just press it for me. That would be fine. Pressing the like button. Pressing the like button would suffice. No need to smash it. Smush it. Compress it. Do my engineers have any more technical terms we can use for expressing pressure? Accutate the like button, gently depress it, caress it. Stefan, whoa. Ray and Stefan are on the same page, it appears, with the caressing. Okay, before this gets too weird, we're going to move on. The way this is going to work is that we are going to, there's going to be a word, okay? You guys are going to use the word. Is it really an engineer word to caress? Is it really? I mean, I'm not an engineer. I don't know. Accutate is. Accutate. Gotcha. I'm going to say the word. You guys are going to put that word in the chat. And then my friend ChatGPT is going to select somebody.
According to TASS, Russian defense minister meets North Korean counterpart.
Okay, the word is going to be, JP, you're not missing something. I'm just getting the prompt ready on ChatGPT. Okay, the word. Someone say giveaway. The word is going to be shutdown. Shutdown, because we are in the midst of a U.S. government shutdown. One word or two, doesn't matter. Shut it down. That's going to be the word of the day. What was it? Was it Sesame Street? There was something where there was a word of the day, and whenever somebody said it, everybody would go, ah, they would lose their mind. It was like some kid's show. I don't know if anybody remembers that. I want to say it was Sesame Street, but maybe I'm wrong. The word of the day. Was it Blue's Clues? I don't think it was Blue's Clues. I don't think it was. Pee-wee. That's what it was, Elijah. That's exactly. It was Pee-wee's Playhouse. That's what it was. Good job, Elijah. Nailed it. All right, guys. What? I watched that show as a kid. I love that show. I didn't know he was doing weird things in movie theaters. I mean, Ray, I'm innocent of doing weird things in movie theaters, to be honest. But hey, you know, y'all want to get your freak on. I am not one to judge. I will never judge. Movie theaters are your thing, then so be it. You know, who was the other one who was a big fan of movie theaters? Was it Alanis Morissette? Also a fan of movie theaters, I believe. Okay. The doors are going to close here in 5 seconds. Still adding a couple stragglers to the list here. Stragglers to the list here. Anthony's like, I don't know what we're doing, but shut down. I don't know what we're doing, but you know, if we're all putting shutdown in the chat, I'm doing it too.
According to the Fox reporter, the Senate now taking procedural votes.
Actually, Anthony, if you've done freaky things in a movie theater, everybody's putting the word shutdown, so I guess that's the way it works. Okay. That's it. Everybody's in. The doors are closed. Give me a drum roll, please. And the winner of a brand new top 1 trading account is DPES 17,000. DPES 17,000. Good job. Someone who's been in the group for quite, he's not new, Corey. Don't worry. He's actually been here a little bit. Not one of those people that's like, oh, it's my first day on the stream and I won. Oh, wonderful. Awesome, DPS. All you got to do is Discord message me and I'll get you all set up. Hey, I mean, there's 100 people in the Discord, and there's 50 people. You know, you won out of 150 people. It's pretty good. You know, you had less than a 1% chance of winning. So good job. Coming back to lower band here soon, guys. Who's taking it? Upper band. Bent upper band. So still, this is even a good long spot right here. This is kind of still the value area low that we've been trading in. Maybe we go a little lower. 10 points from here. Here goes. This is the spot. We have arrived at the spot. See if it holds.
Russia drafts plan to seize foreign assets if EU acts on funds.
Delta is kind of bleeding out, but it's fine. Doesn't mean we can't catch a little bounce here. A little bounce to Cito. Nice. I want more though.
Bit more info into this Russian plan. Russia may nationalize and swiftly sell off foreign-owned assets under a new privatization mechanism in retaliation for any European moves to seize Russian holdings abroad.
Nice. 6 points. 7.
President Vladimir Putin on Tuesday signed an order allowing the fast-track sales of state-owned assets under special procedure. Hundreds of Western companies working in sectors from banking to consumer goods still operate in Russia, including UniCredit, Pepsi, and International. Mondela, say International.
Good timing. Wrapped up that giveaway right when we hit our price discovery continuation long spot. I'm going to put my stop at break even on this. I'll get in lower if it stops me out. Okay, stopped out at break even on the remaining contract. Back in at 80.25. Nice. Yeah, I don't trade with market orders, Josh. I only use limit orders to trade with. for the most part. So far, good long. Anybody take it? That was the spot. Setup number one. Now the problem is we do have this like tight little range and we have point of control right here. So, you know, if you can scale out here, take a little partial profit, see if we can get to the other side of value. I mean, now that it already had bounced, Chuck, at 76, I don't know if I would want to long at 70. I feel like if it does break, it's going to break lower. I feel like the long needed to be front ran on that. Everybody's looking to buy. ES still up at highs here.
Data shows that Venezuela oil exports surpassed 1 million barrels per day in September, the first time since early 2020.
All right, let's do a final trader check-in. Yeah, Ramiro, sorry you missed the giveaway. The account has been given away. Nice. Oh man. Damn XFA. Nice Tony, nice Tim. Nice Lee. Nice Ray. Okay. So Wiley, a little bit of a range there. Express funded, I would say, is more importantly. Nice Vikram. Awesome. Good job, Bill C. Andy, all right. It's a good day. Leon, 200. All righty. Troy. Okay. Decent. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your aha moment, Troy? Would love to hear it. Norm down 129. All right, small red day. Nothing you can't get back, right? No, it's not fun being down 125 bucks, Donald, but that's not, in the scheme of things, could be worse. All right. Good, Ken. Process over profits right now. All right, Jake. We're going to work on that. Was it at the result of good trades or bad trades? How about that, Jake? All right. All right, Troy. I love it. That's priceless. Yeah, I was slow to flip my bias here. Right? I was taking shorts off this value area, and then we kind of ground out. And then we had price discovery, and we formed a new distribution. Right, so until this formed, I wasn't really taking longs, but I was able to do well up here once we formed, and then, you know, a couple shorts up here, things like that. But overall, decent day. Good in the top ones, good in the top step. Still waiting on my Apex payout. So overall, good trading day for me. I don't know, Frank, you got to keep trying. I don't know. Some people might, you know, I don't think it's, I don't know what the issue is. There goes NQ. That was the long. Called out right here on stream. 80, I said 80. Buy the 80. 880. I don't know if I'd still want to wait on 870 at this point. We're going back up to the highs. All right, guys. If you want to keep on trading, I encourage you to head on over to our trading channels. We have NQ, Gold, and ES rooms. Got a lot of great traders over there calling out the markets, talking about their trades. If you're going to be on mic, try to be on topic, right? So if you're going to be using the mic, try to stay focused on the charts and setups. If you want to banter a little bit, save that for the text part of the channel. When you guys start talking about things that are a little not trading related, it could be distracting to others while they're trying to trade. So try to keep it on topic if you're using the mic. If you want to just banter, use the text for that. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. If you're going to keep trading, manage your risk, stay sharp, practice your entries, maybe switch over to the simulator if you had a good or a bad morning, or if you haven't had a morning at all, you can keep on trading. Have a wonderful day, guys, and we'll be doing group coaching tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be back with that gold stream 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. I didn't do it last night because my internet, but my internet's back and working and worked the entire stream, so I'm seemingly in good shape. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the private Discord, 10 a.m. ish on the delayed stream for YouTube. Have a wonderful day, guys.